In today's video, if you're having trouble getting started again, let me give you some great advice and a program and a diet to follow. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and in today's video, I want to answer a question that you guys gave me on my Instagram direct message, and I also like getting questions from my comments below. So if you have a question for me, go right here to my Instagram direct message. Thank you guys for the great questions, and it just helps remind me after more than a decade of being a coach what you guys need to learn more about. And today's question is something I think we can all relate to. So here it is. I wanted to ask for advice. What's the best tip you have for those just starting to work out again? It's been a while since I worked out 4 to 5 times a week, having a hard time even getting some sort of diet in place. Any tips? I know it might sound like a stupid question or scenario, but I'm sincerely needing guidance. Listen, guys, it's not a stupid question, okay? We all go through this phase of kind of feeling a little bit confused on what to do. For that reason, I have created something that will answer all of your questions, okay? It is a free beginner's guide. It talks about how to find a gym. It talks about a basic diet. It talks about a training routine, and it also talks about mindset. And it's designed around the idea that you're just getting started because it can seem overwhelming, right? There's so much information out there, guys. It's actually quite simple. That doesn't mean it's easy, but I will tell you that all the information gives people this idea that they're not doing enough. Let me tell you, if you start taking care of your diet, you start being consistent with your training, you take care of your sleep and your stress, you're going to notice a profound change in your physique. And that's going to elicit a response over time that's going to allow you to evolve and become better at what you're actually doing. So let's talk about how to get started. I think the first and foremost thing is to just go in the gym and not hold yourself to any standards. I think even myself included, when I take a little bit of time off from being really hardcore in the gym, I notice that I start to put the pressure on myself to perform in the gym. Not put pressure on yourself, okay? Understand that just going into the gym, going through the motions, getting a couple lifts in and walking out is better than doing nothing, okay? The idea that we need to go in and always be better than the last time we went in the gym, I love that for some people, but for other people, just going in the gym and maintaining is important. Do you guys know how easy it is to maintain muscle? 3 sets per week to maintain. That might sound crazy to you, but that's what the research shows. To avoid losing muscle, 1 day a week, 3 sets. Okay, that's all it takes. Now, it takes a lot more than that for some people that have been training for, say, 30 years, this guy, to put on muscle. So understanding that maintaining your muscle is a lot easier than keeping it can really help keep us going to the gym. Even if we're not in a phase where our diet, our sleep, and our lifestyle is in a point where we can make a ton of progress, you can go to the gym 1 or 2 days a week. Now, if you're just getting started, I might not jump back into 4 to 5 days a week. You probably don't need that frequency, that much volume. You might just suffice with 1 upper body day and 1 lower body day, right? Give your body a chance to train, recover, and come back. The stress and the stimulus that puts on our bodies allows us to progress. Now, once you start getting to a point where those workouts are taking you a little bit longer because you're increasing the weight and you're finding that you have to rest a little bit longer and you can handle a little bit more training volume per session, that's when it's a good idea to start splitting things up. I really love my push-pull legs approach, okay? I love doing all my upper body muscles on one day, all my back muscles on another day, and then I love doing all my lower body muscles on a separate workout. Now, I'll mix that up. Now, guys, I've been training for 30 years, so I'm a little bit more advanced in my training techniques because I've tried everything. But the key here, if you're just getting back into it, is to just focus on the act of going to the gym, the act of getting to bed on time, the act of maybe cutting out some alcohol, the act of just giving yourself some grace and treating yourself well. Like I said, it's not complicated. It's very simple. But it does take change, and that can be difficult. Usually the problems lie up here in our head. Let's talk a little bit about the diet, because you said you have no idea where to start. The greatest thing you can do is simply download an app and just start getting an idea what kind of macronutrient ratios you have. I talk about this all the time, and it's included in the free book that you're going to download, but I like Fat Secret, okay? I like apps that allow me to just be a food diary. Let me just put in there that I had some eggs, that I had a banana, that I had a cup of coffee. And at the end of the day, let me look. Most people are under-consuming protein and over-consuming fat, okay? When you bring those numbers into range, right? When you start getting enough protein, and I'll tell you that number in just a second, you'll start to notice that satiety, or your hunger, kind of reduces. You'll also notice that your energy increases. You'll also notice that your performance in the gym improves. You'll notice that your muscles get bigger and fuller. So what should be your target daily number for protein? Let's just make it really simple. What is your ideal body weight, right? What is the body weight that you would feel the best at? Let's say you're 250 pounds and you're like, man, I'd love to be 190. Hit 190 grams of protein a day. You're going to be covered on all fronts for being anabolic, eating enough protein to build and recover, and not feel like you're just run down trying to eat protein all the time. The rest of your macros you can worry about later, your calories you can worry about later, but just get a good foundation for your protein, and I promise the rest of the things are going to fall into place, all right? So hopefully this helps you understand that getting started, getting back into the gym, it should not feel like this big stressor. You should be able to go to the gym and just do 1 set, 2 sets, maybe go out to eat and say, you know what, today I'm gonna focus on protein. Start small and then expand your focus over time. That's really the value in this. This is why myself, as a professional fitness coach, I like to do things to challenge myself over time. I like to do bodybuilding competitions. I like to do powerlifting competitions. Why? Because it challenges me, okay? I went through this journey that you've gone through, guys. I started out at nothing, and then it's evolved, okay? I didn't start out day one and say, I want to be a professional bodybuilder, I want to be a powerlifter. Those are things that I got to a point in my fitness journey that I thought, wow, this would be a great fit. That's something you can do down the line, okay? You can enter our next 90-day transformation challenge. We're about to announce our top 10. We already announced the top 10. We're about to announce the winners and give away some money. But the point of that transformation challenge is that there's a deadline, okay? Everybody works better under pressure when you make good decisions. So just get started. Then you can start to set a goal, a vacation, a bodybuilding competition, a photo shoot, a 90-day transformation. Heck, maybe you just do a simple 30-day challenge where you say, for 30 days, I'm not gonna drink alcohol. Guys, I'll tell you a secret. I haven't had any alcohol since November, and it's the best I've felt in years, and I'm 47 years old. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully this answered your question. Send me your questions to Instagram, and let's keep this going. Talk to you guys tomorrow.